6 golden habits that keep women young after 50. Discover the secrets to healthy aging and long life. Hello, dear ladies. Let me ask you something personal. Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, that woman looking back at me, she's not the woman I feel like inside? You feel vibrant, wise, full of life. But the world only sees your age. What if I told you that staying young after 50 has nothing to do with Botox and everything to do with 6 powerful habits you can start today? Aging is not a flaw. It's not something to fear, but how we age, how we feel in our skin, our minds, our hearts. That's something we do have power over. I'm not here to sell you empty promises or trendy fixes. I'm here to share what truly matters. Science-backed, soul-nourishing practices that can help you live longer, feel stronger, and walk through each season with grace. This video is for you if you're in your 50s, 60s, or even 70s, and you're ready to reclaim your energy, confidence, and vitality. Not to fight aging, but to age on your own terms. So grab a cup of tea, take a breath, and let's dive into the 6 golden habits that are keeping thousands of women like you feeling young inside and out. We begin with something deceptively simple but absolutely essential. Habit 1. Move daily but make it smart movement. When we hear the word exercise, many of us picture sweating buckets in a gym or running on a treadmill until our knees scream for mercy. But smart movement is not about punishment. It's about permission. Permission to keep living life with strength, balance, and grace. After 50, our bodies begin to shift in ways that can be frustrating. Muscle mass decreases, bones lose density, joints feel stiffer. But here's the beautiful truth. You can still build strength. You can still improve balance. You can still feel amazing in your body. The key is you have to move, but you must move intelligently. Studies show that functional movement, the kind that supports your daily life, helps maintain independence, improve posture, reduce fall risk, and even boost your mood. It's not about intensity, it's about intentionality. Can you carry your groceries comfortably, rise from a chair with ease, climb stairs without feeling winded? That's smart movement. That's youth in motion. Here are a few forms of smart, sustainable movement you can begin starting today. Walking. Never underestimate a daily walk. 20-30 minutes a day can strengthen your heart, improve circulation, and even enhance brain function. Lifting light weights or using resistance bands. Just 2 to 3 times per week helps rebuild muscle and prevent bone loss. Essential after menopause. Balance and flexibility work. Yoga, Tai Chi, or even simple ankle raises while brushing your teeth can keep you grounded. Balance protects you from life-altering falls. Don't wait for motivation. Build movement into your daily rhythm just like brushing your teeth. Put on music and dance while you clean. Stretch while watching TV. Walk while you talk on the phone. Movement doesn't have to look like a workout. It can look like life. When you move your body, your mind follows. Movement releases endorphins, lowers cortisol, and lifts your spirit. Especially on the days when life feels heavy, it tells your nervous system, I'm still here. I'm still thriving. If you remember only one thing from this video, let it be this. You don't stop moving because you grow old. You grow old because you stop moving. Even a little motion each day keeps the rhythm of youth alive in your bones, your breath, and your beautiful life. Now that we've got your body moving, let's talk about the next pillar of graceful aging, the kind of rest that truly restores. If movement is the rhythm of a youthful body, then sleep is the melody of a youthful mind. Yet for so many women over 50, true rest has become a distant memory. Does this sound familiar? You're tired, but you just can't fall asleep. Or you fall asleep only to wake up at 3:00 a.m. with your mind racing and your heart heavy. Sleep after 50 isn't what it used to be, and that's not your imagination. There's science behind it. As we age, especially after menopause, our melatonin levels decline, estrogen dips, and our circadian rhythm becomes more fragile. That means your body struggles to stay in deep healing stages of sleep, like REM and slow-wave sleep. And without that restorative rest, your memory, immune system, skin elasticity, and even your mood begin to suffer. But here's the good news. Sleep is not lost to you forever. In fact, prioritizing good sleep may be the single most powerful anti-aging habit you can develop inside and out. Boosts cognitive clarity, supports weight balance and hormone regulation, reduces visible signs of aging, strengthens emotional resilience. Sleep is when your brain detoxifies itself. It's when your skin repairs, your heart rests, and your emotions recalibrate. Restorative sleep doesn't happen by accident. It happens by intention. Here are science-backed habits you can start tonight. Create a wind-down ritual. Your brain needs a signal that it's time to shut down. Try a warm bath, a few pages of light reading, or a calming herbal tea. 1 hour before bed. Limit screens after sunset. Blue light from phones and TVs delays melatonin release. Swap screens for soothing activities like knitting meditation or simply dim lighting. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time, even on weekends. Keep your room cool, quiet, and dark. A bedroom set to 16-19 degree, 60-67 degree fun with blackout curtains and no electronic signals your body that it's time to sleep. Natural sleep aids. Magnesium glycinate melatonin supplements, lavender oil, or tart cherry juice can gently nudge your system into rest. Always check with your doctor first. Quiet the racing mind. Keep a worry journal by your bedside. Write down what's on your mind before lights out, or try guided meditations designed for sleep. You've cared for others your whole life. You've shown up strong, steady, and reliable. But now your body is asking something of you. It's asking to be rested. Deep, sacred rest is not a luxury. It's your right. Because a well-rested woman, she's powerful. She's sharp. She glows from the inside out. So tonight, instead of pushing through scrolling endlessly or lying in silent frustration, choose restoration. Choose peace. Because sleep isn't about escaping the day. It's about preparing your soul for the life you still have to live. And when you wake up refreshed, let's talk about food. Not for dieting, but for fueling your future. Habit 3, eat for longevity. Not just weight. If you're like many women over 50, food may have become complicated. Decades of dieting, feeling guilty after every slice of cake, constantly chasing a smaller body while your energy, digestion, and joy quietly slip away. But here's the truth. After 50, your focus should shift from shrinking your body to fueling your life. Every bite of food sends a message to your body. It tells your cells, inflame, slow down, or thrive. In your 60s and beyond, the goal isn't a flat stomach. It's a sharp brain, a strong heart, flexible joints, and radiant skin. That means eating for longevity, not just the number on the scale. Let's talk about the pillars of a longevity-focused way of eating, based on what scientists have learned from the longest living people on Earth. Colorful vegetables. Fill half your plate with leafy greens, tomatoes, carrots, sweet potatoes. These aren't just sides, they're medicine. Rich in antioxidants, fiber, and phytonutrients that fight disease and support your gut. Healthy fats. Avocados, walnuts, olive oil, flax seeds. These fats are essential. They support brain function, reduce inflammation, and keep skin supple from the inside out. Quality protein. As we age, protein becomes even more important for maintaining muscle mass. Choose options like wild fish beans, tofu, Greek yogurt eggs, or a plant-based protein powder in a morning smoothie. Natural fiber and probiotics. Feed your gut with fiber-rich foods like oats, berries, lentils, and add probiotics like kefir or fermented vegetables to boost digestion and immune strength. Limit sugar. That quick sugar rush comes at a cost. Fatigue, inflammation, mood swings. Choose real whole foods 90% of the time and save sugar for special moments. You deserve pleasure, but with purpose. In places called blue zones where people often live past 100, food is a daily celebration. They eat slowly, they cook at home, they share meals with family. It's not about macros or calorie counts. It's about ritual rhythm and real nourishment. And guess what? None of them eat diet food. Here are some ways to eat with intention every day. Make your first meal of the day rich in protein and fiber. It sets your blood sugar and energy right. Keep healthy snacks ready. Almonds, fruit, hummus with carrots. Don't fear carbs. Choose smart ones like quinoa, sweet potatoes, or whole grains. Drink water throughout the day. Hydration is often the secret behind glowing skin and clear thinking. Listen to your hunger, not the clock. Your body is wise. Trust her. You've been told for decades that thin means beautiful, that eating less means you're more disciplined. But now is the time to rewrite that script. You don't need to shrink to be worthy. You need to be well. Food is not your enemy. It is your ally in living fully, joyfully, and energetically at every age. So tonight, when you sit down to eat, ask yourself, is this food giving me life? If the answer is yes, eat it with joy, with love, and without guilt, because the most beautiful version of you is the one that's well-fed, well-nourished, and truly alive. And next, let's talk about something just as nourishing, but for the soul, connection. When we talk about aging well, most people think about food, fitness, or supplements, but there's one powerful ingredient that's often overlooked, yet it may be more important than all the rest combined. It's connection, real, meaningful, soul-filling connection. After 50, it's easy to feel invisible. Children grow up, friends move, careers slow down, and if we're not careful, loneliness starts to creep in, not just into our days, but into our health. Research shows that social isolation can be as damaging to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Chronic loneliness raises your risk for heart disease, stroke, depression, dementia, even early death. But the opposite is also true. Women who maintain strong relationships as they age are happier, healthier, and live longer. There's something uniquely powerful about female friendship, sharing your story, being seen, being heard. Women who nurture their social lives into their 60s, 70s, and beyond often feel younger, less stressed, and more fulfilled. Because we are not meant to go through life or aging alone. Connection doesn't have to mean a huge social calendar. It means having a handful of people you can laugh with, cry with, or just sit in silence with. Here are some ways to cultivate those golden bonds. Rekindle old friendships. Call someone you haven't spoken to in years. Chances are they're craving connection too. Join or create a group. Start a walking club, a coffee circle, a prayer group. It doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to be regular. Be the one who reaches out. Don't wait for the invitation. Be the invitation. A simple thinking of you text can spark something beautiful. Volunteer or mentor. Giving back connects you to people of all ages and reminds you how needed and valued you truly are. It's easy to say, I'm fine on my own. But deep down, we all need each other. There's no shame in feeling lonely, only strength in reaching out. You are never too old to make new friends. You are never too late to matter to someone. So let's stop measuring success by how young we look and start measuring it by how connected we feel. A life full of laughter, of deep conversation, of shared meals and shared memories. That is the true fountain of youth, because love in all its forms keeps us alive in every way that counts. Section 5. Engaging your mind 2 minutes. Now that your heart is full, let's turn to your beautiful mind, because aging gracefully means never losing your curiosity. Habit 5. Engage your mind every day. Here's something no one tells you enough. Your mind is still beautiful, still hungry, still powerful. Just like your muscles, your brain needs movement daily. Not mindless scrolling or background noise, but real, meaningful engagement. Scientists once believed the brain stopped developing after a certain age, but now we know better. Thanks to something called neuroplasticity, your brain can grow, adapt, and rewire itself, even in your 60s, 70s, and 80s. Every time you challenge your brain, you build cognitive resilience. That means better memory, quicker thinking, and a lower risk of dementia. And beyond that, it brings joy, a feeling of being alive, curious, engaged. The problem isn't that you're doing nothing, it's that you may be doing the same things over and over. Your brain craves variety, novelty, even a little bit of challenge. Here are powerful and joyful ways to keep your mind young and vibrant. Read something every day, not just headlines. Pick up a novel biography or even poetry. Let your imagination work. Let your vocabulary expand. Learn a new skill. It could be watercolor painting, digital photography, knitting, or even learning a new language. New skills build new brain pathways and give you something to look forward to. Challenge yourself with puzzles or games, crosswords, Sudoku, brain training apps, card games. These aren't just fun. They strengthen memory, focus, and logic. Have deep conversations. Talk to someone about something meaningful. Ask questions. Listen deeply. Our brains grow through dialogue. Write daily, even for 5 minutes. Keep a journal. Record your dreams, your goals, your gratitude. Writing clarifies thought and preserves your story. Pick one topic a week: gardening, space, ancient civilizations, music, history, and go down the rabbit hole. Curiosity is fuel for the soul. Forget the myth that your memory is doomed after 60. Most mental fog is just disuse, just habit. Your brain isn't broken, it's bored. And you have decades of wisdom, creativity, and insight still waiting to bloom. So ask yourself each day, what did I learn today? What sparked my imagination? Because the woman who keeps her mind engaged stays youthful in the truest sense. She doesn't just remember life, she creates it every single day. And now let's talk about the habit that heals your heart, reduces stress, and adds meaning to every breath. Habit 6, practice deep self-compassion. You've spent your life caring for others. You've shown up every single day for family, friends, work, and responsibilities. But tell me something. When was the last time you showed up fully for yourself? Not with criticism, not with judgment, but with kindness, with gentleness, with compassion. For many women over 60, the harshest critic doesn't live outside. It lives within. That voice that says, you're no longer attractive, that regrets past choices, that compares your body today to the body you had at 30. But here's the truth. No cream, no diet, no fitness routine will ever make you feel younger if your inner voice keeps aging you emotionally. Aging well isn't just physical, it's deeply emotional. And deep self-compassion is the healing balm we've all been waiting for. Self-compassion is not weakness. It's not self-pity. It's not about avoiding responsibility or lowering standards. It's the courageous act of saying, I matter. My mistakes don't define me. My aging body is not my enemy. My heart deserves tenderness. According to Dr. Kristen Neff, a pioneer in self-compassion research, women who practice daily self-compassion have lower levels of anxiety, depression, and stress, and greater life satisfaction even in aging. In other words, compassion protects your peace and your health. Here are gentle healing practices to build self-compassion into your day. Use kind language with yourself. Catch your inner critic and redirect. Instead of, I look so old, try, this face tells a story of strength. Instead of, I failed, try, I'm still growing and that's okay. Start a self-compassion journal. At the end of each day, write down one thing you forgive yourself, for one thing you're proud of, one way you were kind to yourself today. This simple act rewires your brain toward gentleness. Treat your body as an ally. Moisturize slowly. Breathe deeply. Walk like you matter. Aging is not a problem to fix, it's a gift to honor. Speak to your younger self. Close your eyes and imagine the woman you were at 25, 35, 45. Tell her, you did your best. I am proud of you. I love who we've become. That dialogue rewrites decades of internal shame. Let's be honest. Many of us were taught to be hard on ourselves, to stay busy, to stay small. But you've earned the right to be soft now, to slow down, to be enough without doing more. Because the more you love yourself, the more fully you show up for everyone else too. Self-compassion doesn't erase the years, it honors them. It doesn't ignore your pain, it heals it. And when you speak to yourself with love, something amazing happens. You begin to radiate a timeless beauty, one that no wrinkle can touch. So be kind to you. Speak softly to her. She's still becoming, and she's worth it. If you've watched this far, let me say this. You're not just aging, you're awakening. Aging isn't about fading away, it's about unfolding into your truest, most powerful self. Let's remember the 6 golden habits that truly keep you youthful inside and out. Smart daily movement, not punishment, but joyful motion. Restorative sleep, because rest is repair. Eating for longevity, not just calories, but nourishment. Strong social connections, the real secret to happiness. Engaging your mind, because curiosity is ageless. Deep self-compassion, your greatest act of emotional beauty. You don't need to chase youth. You only need to choose habits that keep your spirit alive, that let you age with grace, strength, joy, and dignity. Because here's the real truth. You are not disappearing. You are not declining. You are rising into your next most radiant chapter. If this message spoke to your soul, I invite you to do 3 things. Leave a comment and tell me which of these habits you already practice and which one you'll start today. Like this video if it inspired you. Subscribe for more uplifting content made especially for women like you, wise, strong, and still beautifully evolving. You are the author of your aging story. Write it with love.